Hi, my name is Vianette. Um, so to begin, I am going to describe the four personal virtues that I believe I possess. My civic virtue would be my commitment to serving others. Um, as an educator or a future educator, I feel that it is important to be able to teach, guide, and problem solve, and be pretty much a good example to my students of what it means to be a good person. My moral virtues are integrity and fairness. I pride myself in doing my best to be fair when it comes to dealing with conflicts with students. I know I'll deal with parents or administration, and I feel that it is important to always show people compassion, kindness, and understanding, no matter the situation. For my performance virtue, I would say I am reliable and adaptable. I pride myself in being reliable when it comes to work, when it comes to my family, when it comes to my friends. I consider myself to be a very reliable person, somebody that anybody in my life can count on. I'm also very adaptable, meaning I'm very flexible. I try not to get stuck in my own ways. I try to be very um, open-minded and kind of just go with the flow and not get very stuck if something doesn't go the way I plan. I tend to just kind of say, okay, let's figure it out and move on. For my intellectual virtue, I would say curiosity. I'm very curious. I love to learn. I like to learn not just academically, but also I like to learn about people and kind of like get to know them, understand why they view the world the way they do, why they um, are the way that they are. Um, for the next part, it's strategies that will foster character formation in my classroom. So for me, one of the strategies that I would use would be to be a role model. So pretty much modeling the virtues and values that I feel are important, which I feel are respect, integrity, and compassion. I feel that one of the best strategies is to have your students see you be a good example of what you're trying to teach them. So consistently showing sympathy, consistently showing fairness when it comes to conflict resolution, and just day-to-day classroom activities. I think that's a great way. Also, reflections, so encouraging students to reflect on their actions and the decisions and like why they did the things that they did, like journaling, classroom discussions, so that they're able to, with the journaling, get their ideas down, and then with the classroom discussions they're able to hear other point of views. So some specific research and reading tools that I would use to further my own character development as an educator would be to seek out mentors or mentorship programs. So partnering with educators that are more experienced or have different knowledge in certain areas that I might not be familiar with. Continuing my education is always a great option. Also being open to professional development workshops that maybe our school or the district offers. Online platforms are a great resource. There's websites and different courses that you can take online that are definitely a great option. And yeah, so that's how I feel like as an educator I can become a better example and role model for my students. Thank you.